Hello, these are instructions for using the Rockwell Hardness measurement to measure hardness of flat specimens. The power for the instrument is on the right here. It should be on auto. When you turn the power on, a light comes on. You should also find a manual with written instructions and a book for converting from one hardness unit to another. The drawer down below has accessories for the hardness tester, most of which are in this large box. The box of accessories has indenters of various sizes, along with the BBs that go in the indenters, and a standard for making measurements and ensure your indenter and machine are working properly. We are going to use, for this training, HRB, so we need the 1/16 indenter. The indenter is mounted here. There is a flat surface that goes toward the back. Lower this by going counterclockwise and put the flat surface towards the back, and the indenter will be in place. The first thing we'll want to do is test our standard. It's stamped on here that hardness should be 60 HRB plus or minus 1. So we're going to place this on the stage. If you refer to the chart at the top of the dial, you see the various HR scales. HRB requires a force of 100 kilograms with an indenter 1/16 indenter ball. That's HRB. The orange indicates to read the orange scale on the dial. The 100 kilograms is set on a dial on the right hand side here. So with the 1/16 indenter and the 100 kilograms in place, we're ready to run this test. The standard has multiple tests on it already, so you want to choose a spot on the sample that hasn't already been tested and is at least 3 diameters away from a previous test. So I'm going to put that under the indenter. I'm going to turn the stage clockwise until the indenter contacts the sample. When that happens, the needles will start to move. I'm going to continue rotating until the 2 needles on the dial line up at 0. If you go past 0, you want to start over at a new spot. But if you line them up at 0, you're ready to do your test. Now I hit the start button and the test will proceed. As mentioned previously, I want to read the orange scale, so you see the reading for this hardness on the orange scale is 60 HRB. It's stamped on the standard that it should be 60 HRB plus or minus 1, so our instrument and indenter are working correctly. Now that you have checked the instrument, you are ready to test your sample. You place your sample on the stage, turn the stage clockwise until the 2 contact. Make sure you're at least 3 diameters away from another test. Once they're in contact with each other, the needles will begin moving. Line them up at 0. Hit start. the test will be made. This is the load and a reading coming out of 88 HRV. If the reading went past 100 or 0 on the scale, you would need to go to an HR scale greater than B. The first step would be going to 150 on the force dial to HRG. If the reading was less than 0, you're too soft, and in that case you need to lower your force to 60 and go to HRF. Making a hardness reading has a high standard deviation, and so you want to take 2, 3, minimum 5 readings of hardness for an average. If your hardness of your metal is greater than 1/16 150 HRG, then you have to go to a harder tip. In that case, we would go to the diamond tip and use the HRC scale. The HRC scale is black, and you read the black dial for your hardness reading. If the hardness of your metal is softer than HRF with 60 kilograms and 1/16 BB, then you need to go to a larger indenter for softer materials. I have this indenter, which is 1/4, and I can place that in the indenter for measuring soft materials.